Miss Alcazaria, Mr. Mark Catalania, Mr. Mark Badoy, Miss Elenia, and Miss Daisy Anlago. Good afternoon, sir, and also good afternoon, ma'am. And to our very enthusiastic and very supportive major instructor, Mr. John Vinhart Alejo. Good afternoon, sir. By the way, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Janessa Isolana, the documenter of this team. Good afternoon. So at this juncture, I would like to introduce to you my team. We have our project manager, Miss Palomar Judith, our co-project manager, Mr. James Lee Pindoy, our programmer, Miss Ellie Lisandra, our co-programmer, Miss Sana Jane Tagat, our co-system analyst, Miss Chira Pancho, and our two tester, Miss Merlita Torres and Miss Jarly Princess Baldado. That's it.
Sorry. Before we proceed the presentation, uh, I will give the floor to Miss Esolana again for the prayer.
Let us bow down our head and put ourselves in the presence of God. Let us pray. Lord God, thank you for everything that you gave us. Today, as we are going to have our oral defense, please continue to guide us. Please grant us your knowledge and wisdom. Please help us to execute our presentation very well. Please help us to answer the question to you, Lord, all of this, all of our hopes and dreams.
Amen.
Once again, good afternoon. Our system is all about web-based smart parking systems for students, guests, faculty, and staff. So, in this certain system, it
Asan ni
focuses
natuan
to overcome
web-based
the
smart
traffic
parking
problem or
system
traffic
from the Philippines? Asan ni siya
parking
natuan?
issues in Norso Bais. Again, sir?
Kadang padayon lang.
Ah, sorry. So again, our system, sir, it focuses to overcome the traffic problems or the traffic congestions and parking issues in Norso Bais Campus 1, Campus 2. That's all.
Project context. The Norso Bais Campus 1 and 2 smart parking system is developed for students, visitors, and any personnel that have problems parking their motorcycles or vehicles. This system is a great method to cut down on the time it takes to find a parking slot and the hassle that comes with it. It reduces traffic congestion and allows users to quickly discover and reserve a parking place at any vehicle park that is convenient to them.
Excuse me,
Sir,
uh, your audio was muted, man. Good. So please do it
Sorry,
again.
sorry, sorry. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, purpose and descriptions of the project. Students, visitors, faculties, and employees can use the NORSO BAIS Campus 1 and 2 smart parking system. So this system, users will be able to know whether there are spaces available or not, and if there are space available for their vehicles, they can reserve the slot right away. Using the system as a means to manage parking areas will be more efficient, effective, and beneficial for the drivers. It can reduce traffic by
Is,
making it
excuse
easier
me,
to
there is a feedback in your audio. Can you move farther the other device? Parang, thank you.
For the unique, innovative, and relevant, the best thing about the smart parking management system is that it is convenient and economic for parking owners to get real-time data and insights about the lots. Moreover, the software helps parking owners in handling all these things at their fingertips. There is no set of strategy in parking a vehicle is employed, easing traffic congestions during peak hours and assisting users in parking their cars safely and correctly. It also offers an automatic record users in parking their cars safely and structures that includes a list of all users, students, visitors, and faculty and staff.
Is somebody presenting? Let me check if somebody is presenting because we cannot hear you. Make sure to unmute your mic.
okay, sir. Nadungog na, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sorry po na po. So, objectives of the project. The purpose of this research is to determine how difficult it is to find parking in the Norsubais area. The study's major goal is to create a smart parking system for Norsubais Campus 1 and 2. The objectives of this research are as follows. Norsubais Campus 1 and 2 are developing a web-based smart parking system to assist students, visitors, faculty, and staff. Fill out the registration form once you've registered. If they are unable to register, they may urgently ask the administrator or security guard for permission or assistance. Next, one of the main objectives of web-based smart parking system is to reduce the time taken and the hassle factor of locating an available parking space. Scope and limitation of the project. The system covers the entire management system from searching and available parking users concentrate solely on the vehicle's parking lot, parking area with a limited number of automobiles, and it must be maintained in order to perform properly. It achieves technology with limited options of connecting to particular devices only.
Chapter 2. Review of or related literature. Smart parking system is Norso Bai's Campus 1 and 2 has become a crucial issue in modern cities. Encourage the development of the variety of smart parking system. This technology also maintains parking safety, but the characteristics that make parking faster, more convenient, and hassle-free are what contribute the most to traffic congestion.
Review of related studies. The related studies cited below introduce the different concepts, ideas, generalization, and development related to the study of the smart parking system for Norso City Campus 1 and 2. A smart parking system was defined for the purposes of this study as any system that actively monitors parking space occupancy and makes that information available to drivers who are searching for empty spaces. The next section describes some of the technology both implemented and proposed used in smart parking systems. It is worth noting that smart parking systems are also usually able to alert drivers of stolen vehicles, offer terminated payment options, and or allow of advanced parking spot reservations. Those performance aspects of smart parking system were not the focus of this study.
This is the theoretical framework which, which is shown as a diagram. As we shown here is our web-based smart parking system for students, guests, faculty, and staff in Norsu by its campus. And the three, what is this, eight types of Heliopolis, University in Egypt 2017, University of Nebraska Lincoln 2011, and the
These, these are the hardware specification. Hardware unused. Mobile client minimum HW requirements or hardware. Processor 2.9 GHz, Intel R, Pentium R CPU G2020, RAM 2 gig, HDD 500 GB, OS Windows 7 Home Basic, Client recommended hardware specification. Processor 4.5 GHz, Intel Core i7-7700K, RAM 8 gig HDD, 1 TB, OS, Windows 10 Professional, Personal Computer or PC, Client Minimum Hardware Computer Specification, Processor 2.9 GHz, Pentium or CPU, G2020 RAM 2 gig HDD 500 GB. OS Medi Windows 7 Home Basic. Client recommended HD specification processor 3.5 GHz i5 Intel Core 7500. RAM 4.0 GB HDD 1 TB OS Windows 10 Professional.
Conceptual framework. Input, process, output. Sa input, generalization and ideas, review related literature and studies, theories of the studies. In process, strategy, requirements gathering, system, coding, testing, implementation, and output, web-based parking system guests, students, faculty, and staff.
Just next that slide. Just proceed to chapter 4.
Sir?
Just skip that slide. Just proceed to chapter 4.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So let's proceed to chapter 4, which is the project environment. We have here Palomar Judith, as what I have mentioned earlier, a project manager, and we have the co-project manager, Pendon James Lee, followed by the department 1, which is Patria Dylin R, which is a system analyst, and a co-system analyst, which is Pancho Chita, and followed by the department 2, the programmer and the co-programmer, which is the Sondra Ellie and Tag at Sana Jane. And for the department 3, we have the two tester, which is Torres Marlita and Baldado Jarali. And for the department 4 lastly, which is the documenter, which is Isolana Junesa. So these are the schedule of feasibility. So we have here the task name. Number 1 is we have the planning. So we plan in August 1, and then followed by the interview, which is this, from August to September, and then followed by the proposed title by September, and then for the working and research chapter 1 from October, and we have the working and research chapter 2, we have from October to November, and working and research chapter 3, we have October to November, and working and research working and research chapter 4, we have from November to December, and working and research chapter 5, we have from January to February. So I would like to give the floor to Miss Dylene Patria about the operational feasibility.
Operation feasibility, cause and effect. Man
Operational.
is the tenant of building. Next is the parking infringement. Operational, again, sorry, sir. Operational feasibility, cause and effect. Man, no tenants of
Excuse me,
building.
can you mute the other
Next,
device?
parking infringement. In search of lawful, hunt for
Excuse me,
troublesome.
give me
Yes,
kasabot.
sir.
Mute the other device or make it sound low. Okay, it, na feedback yun. You're too close to each other. Just use one mobile if you're too close to each other.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry, food.
Sir, sorry. Sir, sorry for that inconvenience. So we have here the operational feasibility. We have cause and effect, which is the difficulties in finding proper parking lot. From mine, we have no tenants of building. We have parking infringement, in search of lawful, hand for troublesome. And for the materials, inconvenience and insufficient parking, of course. So we have also here the method, one-way traffic, time limitation. We have a parking space full restriction, cram with other people, riders were dispatch. And for the environment, it's no shelter on rainy days. As what we can see, if we're going to look at the campus Norso by campus 1 and 2. No shelter on rainy days, lack of parking space, and building are close to each other. Right? So we have also a portion of operational feasibility. So the web-based parking system for guests, students, faculty, and staff in Orsabais Campus 1 and 2. We have Admin 1 and the left side, which is the security guard or the SG. So in Admin 1, they collecting data information and visitors, students, faculty, and staff. And for the security guard, we have allowed the registered person to use the parking space. And for the admin one, it assigned parking slots. And for the security guard, the admin one's data information was confirmed and verified by the security guard. So we have here the requirements modeling, system flow
Okay,
chart.
before we proceed, let me ask you something. Going back to your functional decomposition diagram.
Functional FDD.
Going back, you are moving forward. Going back to your
Wait, sir. Wait, sir. Wait, sir. Kinihang among laptop.
Hashtag laptop mo po ba?
just okay. You can just press
Nakulbaan na mong laptop.
atong binagsaon ng diagram sa okay. I'll just add into something. No? I just give you the idea before that this is a preparation for coming back or for having a face to face, no, face to face classes. where there is no or exact parking area for the school. Uh, so, wa mo kung kabantay dire, gimension ninyo that is only intended for the employee and visitors of the campus. Wa po yung gibutang yung scope and limitations that is only limited only for the employee and the because we all know during the face-to-face classes there are also students who bring their motorcycles and other vehicles in the school, but we all know that in the school premises dili kasulod ang sa estudyante, they will just go it outside. So your area of siguro ang area ninyo is to only inside the school, 'di ba? Both one and two. And only for those sa staff. Of sa staff but of sa employee and staff. Sa inyo nakabutang diya the scopes. So you should put there that only the students are not included here. Okay, as I remember, students are vehicles of the students are not allowed to enter the campus. Di ba sir? Yeah, am I right, Sir Mark? Yeah.
Oo, sir. Yes,
Only
sir.
the employees in Norso. Sa campus ng daan sa Norso, if all face-to-face classes, all the faculty and staff, murag more than po kay space for the parking areas. So that is why this is the good one. Parang they will know, di ba? Asa dapita sila mo park. Kinsay matrace dayon kinsa tong tapad niya if in case there's something happen for security, nabangga-bangga or na garasan o tansan like that. So matrace dayon during sa inyong sa reporting sa inyong system. So make sure na to put there that the limitation of your system is not included the students. Outside naman siya sa nurse premises ang student.
Yes, gani. Yes, sir. Wala na mo nabutangan, sir.
Yeah. Then going back to your FDD, okay, functional decomposition is the functions of the sub or functions and sub-functions of your system. Hindi na siya mao. That is your tending here the parking areas. May pasabot dira no. Muna ko nasabtan. So may pasabot niya admin 1 SG collecting data information visitors assign parking SG.
Sa admin 1, sir, mo ni siya mo if na magpa-register nga kuan kaning naay mga vehicles.
What do you call
Then
admin 1?
Sir, so sa admin 1 sir is kuan mo ni siya ang administrator or ang dean nga mo ay ma-assign, which is siya ang mag-collect sa data sa students, faculty, and staff and guests, sir. So si kuaning si students is sila mo'y mag-input sa kuan kanang students information, dayong sa staff and sa guests and faculty. Walay labot ang guest sa kuan, si student ra, si faculty, and si staff, which is muna iyahang i-encode ta siya mo'y mo assign kung sa allocated nga slots and unallocated slots. Then si SG or si bodyguard or si security guard or asa ni si assign sa sauba ni office. So siya mo oy mag kuan lugar og naay mo park didto iyarang ihatag ang iyahang ID number for confirmation, which is kung kuaning wala na siya ni slots dito nga allocated is madinag ang iyahang kuan kanang for registration. Ta si guest is nara siya mga fill upan for kuan naman siya kanang dili man visitor naman siya, dili man siya kada adlaw mag kuan anhaan sa kuan nurso. Then siya pod ang mag kuan pasulod o magpa-out sa kuan kanang mga parking sa kuaning available slots. Mao po na ang asa ang kuan system, sir.
Okay. You you put it there, the complete word kay malibog taon sa SG admin 1.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Kay
Pero it defeats the purpose of your title. Why? Because you are talking about smart campus, and you
yes,
need
sir.
you need you need people who can validate sa yung ipangsulti dira.
Yes, sir.
So
So,
it
si
depends,
admin.
it defeats the purpose. So supposedly, the idea is there, no, to the wala labot ang din ani na trabaho o wala labot
Oo,
ang
sir.
student. Kuyawan. Kuyawan.
Gayman din ko ba? Mom rights na agas mom rights.
Mundang pagka din si ma'am, muna kita mo.
Siya ray mag-assign, sir, og usa ka tawo nga kinsay mo kuan ana may responsibility niya na nga pag
No,
kuan ana.
your system is a smart one. So,
Oo.
meaning, for example, no, sa yung system, there is an intended vehicle parking area for particular. Karon wala pa man good ni na materialize kay wala pa man yung parking area for that person.
Gamay na jud ang mall, sir.
Di ba? Pero nanay parking area, for example, nanay parking area, so nanay parking area intended for CAS faculty, wala labot ang students sa CAS
Yes, sir.
faculty, staff, di ba? In other colleges like CIT, criminal, CCGE, and then the other campus, CBA and education, for example. So their intended location as kita. Pero as staff, if you will enroll a particular na kay vehicle kay dili man tanang staff magpa-register ani because there are some staff na walay motor,
Yes, sir.
diba? So only those students, only those
Those
staff
who
or
have vehicles.
faculty that has a vehicle
Yeah.
who can register. Mag-register sila, pwede raw isang asa. Smart man. So
Yes,
within the
sir.
campus, so walay taong mo assign. They can register, they can know what particular department they are belong, di ba? So
Yes,
then
sir.
pag register, makita mo ito na okay, this is the class, this an attributed, for example, ang college is CAS or the office is CAS or the office is library or sa we call it the admin staff na usabot siya og location. So kung ikaw ang musulod naka-attribute dito na if CAS na siya padulungan na daan na asa siya dapitan na section sa campus na padulungan. Get the point unta ang smart. So di na ka lang og person to collect data because the system will do that. So assign. Unta pasabot ana, di ba then supposedly you don't need the security guard na magbantay-bantay sa mga vehicles because iyang trabaho is the distinctive the campus. Di mo na siya taga-tag 5.
Sir,
Oh,
sir
na
is
imo
example ra na example na namo sir nga security guard.
di mo madalag
Pagbuot ra
example.
na sir sa campus sir kung kinsay ilang i-assign ana.
Wala i-assign ana na tao. Kaya alam mo hire pa ang campus ana o to
Useless na yung system. Mo hire pa mong tao.
smart
Automatic
ni
na siya, sir.
Oh.
smart din smart na din ni system
Noted,
manager.
sir, noted.
Copy na, sir.
Madoble na noon ang
Noted
gasto
na
sa
nalibog sa
nurso
sila
na
sa
noon anak. Kaya mo hire pa silang tao. Plus, ang maintenance sa system. If ever mga gamit nila.
Because I told them
Admitted na.
sir this one is a proposal because karon gyud wala man gyud problema sa parking area kay pwede man kasama park but during the face to face classes na gyud problema parking area na akong ginangyakan nila is smart campus parking area where na yung mga RFID reader on top na ang every parking area na kung pag-abot ato na reader, for example, na siya swipe dito na card niya, they will register automatically what that vehicle, what okay siya ng stop under that vehicle. So it automatically the system will declare na that slot is already occupied by particular person because of the RFID reader.
So ang ilang system sir Ben is, let's say for example ako na ako'y motor. So sa to pa dahil naa nagyugoy area nga parkingan sa ako ang motor.
Dili, sir. Only what I am telling is siguro dili pud wala pa man gud na kuan pero ang proposal nako is bisag asa ra gud pod. Ang ilahang gi-suggest man nila kay gibahig mo pud nila ilahang suggestion, ilahang proposal. Ang ako lang bisag asa lang on tapos na kay automatically when you park your motorcycle or your vehicle, automatically mo reflect dito na lot, for example parking area number 1 pag buabot nimo dito na mo swipe ra nimo for example ang imong RFID sa imo so automatic na nakabutang sa system na parking area number 1 registered na automatically fill out na we call it meaning na occupied na sa imong ngalan.
Okay. Gets
Ana ra
sir.
gud ta.
So nana sila application but let's say for example sa phone na sila application sa phone sir at least ba while nagpadulong sila sa school makita na nila ang mga vacant na mga parking lot.
Mo to na kung iyang ilang gi-suggest jud na for example taga-Tanhay pa sila then they will know what are the available parking area sa campus 1 kay wala na sa campus 1 pwede mo sila mo go to campus 2 if ever na ba
Nindot sa ingon na sir Ben
unta na naunsa man ilahang smart na
ilang ko answer ilahang program is na-confuse sila kay as I understand sa imong is that mura ba siya og smart parking like for example sa mall na naka-design siya whether it is full the driver will be notified that the parking area is full at then ang ilang presentation manggod is mura ba siya og kanang kabantay ka nang naas kanang condo in a condo manggod nga moabil ka og slot ba imong bayaran ng slot so therefore kaning ilahang program is I think murag na confusion kay i-assign nila so like for example if you are going to assign like the administrator na isakyanan si administrator so if ever absent si administrator that slot will not be occupied by anyone so therefore the point ning servant heart is that when when a driver is on the way, let's say if ID pila ka meters ang iyahang capable for reading that na RFID reader, so ma-determine na niya okay pagpadlong pa lang niya nanay notification is like for example if the notification is either through text ana nga full na ang slot sa North Subai Post 1. So I think that's the point of Sir Benhart. Nga,
Mm.
full siya or dili, ma-inform na ka, dili kay sa inyong functional decomposition diagram, ang nakakita na is assigned parking slots. So if assigned, therefore, mupalit og sityanan si Sir Yeye, 5 kabuok, ipagamit ni siya mga plans. Ya, bakante dili na sulutong uban bisan og bakante. Kay assigned man siya. Else if kuan katurang ma-determine niya og bakante ba or dili.
Mo ko na sabdan po sa ilahang the way nila gi-represent ang ilahang kuan.
Murag nakatag-iya na sila sa parking area.
Excuse me, sir. Pardon.
Moagi mo?
Sir. Kansya, sir, dili siya naka-assign nga para ra dyan niya nga parking slots is kuaning anytime kada out niya in and out is wala siya iyaha nga own nga number nga parking slot kung inig-abot wala siya kuan special kanabang special ka nga kuan sa tagan jud kag slot so paunhanay siya first come first serve sa slot sir kung mahutdan siya slot niya iyahat to sa una so dili na kay naka-out naman siya sir so inig-in niya lahi na pod nga parking slots number ang maiya.
Ang concept niyo is you need a person to validate that nasulod siya or na puno na bag wala. Muna kaya lang
nasuko lagi to siya lagi.
Tang man na sa iyang
medaya mo lang gi-clarify pa ang inyong presentation ba ya. Gusto mo noon. Uy.
Assigned parking nakabutang gud assigned parking slots.
So, na person to, sa inyo ang concept before, there is somebody to confirm, to assign that particular vehicle. Di ba, inana? So, ang ato ang concept lang, unta, kay, di ba, sa una gitani, ang lahat ng ganahan, i-propose, yun, is sa Dumaguete, the parking, kay, ilang propose na sa Dumaguete, very rampant yun ang vehicle na, ang pag-parking dito, lisod kayo, especially okay ra motor vehicles kay makasuksok raman pero kanang mga four wheels murag lisod kayo i-park especially kung puno na ditong ubang mga parking spaces. So munang before ka magto tong lugar you can for example ba we are predicting the future in Dumaguete. So kung matuog Dumaguete napakagbais or napag on the way to Sibula na ka bro nakag-asa na pitang area pwede nimo makapag na kay makita na yung phone unta na asa tong mga spaces na pwede ka makapark.
So Sir Ben, ana na lang kayo tayo siya. Dapat ang parking space nimo na ay censored nga kuan.
Namo ko nila RFID.
Oh, ang mga nana dapat unta siya Sir Ben, ulangan pag kuan na dito makita na dito silang abga pula na kung mag-green siya anak mag-green siya din kung mag anak ng parking lot kung pula
inana pod
unana siya ba
pula ra yellow kung kay ato mong ibutang pero kana man god kuan sa tawag ani kay privacy murag og online mga to ang system probably na sa privacy kay makita man nato ang ngalan sa impong ngalan sa tao so motong katurod ng occupancy ra gid unta ba.
Excuse me sir, as for our perception about the system kay kung magbutang extender lisod na pud sa niya murag costly na siya dili kayo may expert pud sir sa coding like detect lisod na kaayo siya mag-red siya or mag-green something like that. Like, lisod jud kaayo ang naay sensor sir manas ginhawag na mo ani sir. So
mo nga kana inyo ang gamaan ng system be. Wala na no na muna.
Happy na din sa Sir Ye. Happy na din sa
Ano gisugot na kana to ang system.
Naka-website naman.
How may nakakuanan sir?
Aprobahan ni
Sa ila ka buok nga napilian sir, mao may na-approve ni Sir Benhart. Di mo lang go.
Okay. So, balo mo on problema. Guys, in the first place, students, in the first place, kabalo mo sa problema is that when you have crafted the objectives of your of this, tama mo yung objective sa the objective, di ba?
Yes, sir.
I believe that Sir Bernhardt has told you kanang kinahanglan, Max Cole, ang objectives is that smart. If you are going to look back on your objectives, if you are going to look back on your objectives, kuan siya kanabang broad kaayo, unclear kaayo og unsa jud points sa inyong objectives mo toy mo na of course na naabot ta sa point nga murag lisod kaayo ang inyong gigama kay sa objectives pa lang dili naman clear. Then like for example, number 2 objectives is that nakabutang dito I guess so to the main one of the main pinasya sa number 2. So kato siya mo na siya. Ya, hapit na pa 27.
Bitaw niya. Sakto to ka Sir Mark ba nga sa objectives pala mandaan wala na mo kabalo kung saan ang inyong gamon. Kung saan yung ibutang objectives pala mandaan. Dito pala mandaan nagduha-duha na mo. So mo nang if you was so maglisod gyud ta.
Ayun na 27.
Kapit na.
27 na.
Kato mga ilihawon diya, pwede na to siya paambitan.
Ay, kabalo ka, sir. Ang statement of
Sir,
paano pa, sir Bernard? Sige na, tabangan ta mo.
Sir. Sir, actually sir, mo gi-propose na mo nga system kay pag naamang goy event kanang mga vehicles is bukas wala ni sir murag wala siya na paangay so supposedly na ay madisgrasya mako ang gamay ra pong space ang kuan good karsada.
Pero na naman nag-create na mo available na.
Sige, kung ang inyong system dili jud smart, ako na lang mo off mo inyo. We're not talking about smart na lang na parking area.
Dugol na kayo mo.
Thanks sa mga good siya, sir. Gili kay Mike, sir.
Open pag sa laptop.
Lang na siya web-based.
Dili kay mo na siya may
Wait, base
tabo.
na dapat di siya smart.
Wave-based parking na lang, sir.
Wala na lang. So, wave-based na lang, ha?
Wave-based parking system na lang ni siya, sir. Wa na ni siya smart.
Windy.
So, if we're based, what is the problem that you solve?
Katong sa
Kuan siya, sir.
limitations, sir. Among
So, if web-based na to, what is the problem that you solve? Okay, nisugot kamo man jud nisugot og web-based, kamo man po nagkuan. Sige pangutanan ato.
Kaning-
Ano pangutanan?
kaning sa kuan, sir, sa FDD, sir. And scope and limitation mo usbon.
I'm just asking to you if it will be if this is smart and then it will just a web-based parking system for Norsu. So unsa iyahang problem na solve sa Norsu?
Time post time.
Makalat na siya kuan, sir. Hassle.
Show me.
Paano
Time
lang?
consume.
Parking decongestion. Parking decongestion. Parking decongestion.
Okay, sir. Decongestion. Okay, congestion is traffic. Ano siya more?
Decongestion. Marabat siya dili siya i-free siya
Avoid
from
traffic congestion. To avoid traffic congestion, wala siya.
Parking
So it is a parking management where siyempre dyan po na concept na adya po tayo person to wala man tayo sensor man dagway, so there is somebody will look into the parking area din. Mingon siyang fill out na siya. So ina na lang case. So if ikaw na gatanhay ka or taga-asa ka na lugar na if you will visit the web-based application, we will know what parking area are available in campus 1 and campus 2 mo na lang ninyo. So paglantaw na ako sa web app, sa web base o sa nurse of campus 2, campus 1, wala na ko parkingan because all of those areas are occupied. Manay makita din nato dito na lang.
Yes, sir.
Parking man. So this is smart.
Yes, sir.
Well, she's smart.
Di yun maklaw nyo magdungan po mong storya.
Pwede man no kamudungan.
Ito yung gisulti.
Ihawasan ng manok, be. Ihawasan na. Ipanihapon ninyo.
So sa tapat atong imo Sir Ben, if based ang let's say for example student, faculty, mga staff, ang ilaran dito is makita ra nila kung sa'y available na parking lot, ana lang. And then what if so sa kapanaas like i-assign na person na let's say for example so akong i-fill upan dito tong system nga kani nga slot is dili na sa plan ana na lang so assign na sila ako person
Na lang na muna siya or moduol sa security guard na or something like what's the security guard yung bilin iyang ibutang yung ID yung iyang ipain ko dito na parking area number 48 na something. So ina na lang yung ang security guard will just mark that 48 as kuan and occupied.
kung mag-RFID di ay tap lang dili na mag-encode ang assigned person tap
Dili pwede ra magudunta.
Dili ko nila kaya.
Di ko nila kaya pero dali ra magudunta na. Pero sige na lang.
Once ka matag automatic na maguna siya ma-record sa database go di ba Sir Ben?
Lagi.
Guys, secret bila siya ang concept anang mo input mo og data. Let's say for example ni add ka og data the same ra jud na sila.
Masayo no na Sir Ye kay mura na ba kag kuan kanang attendance checker ra ba di ba? Mag ID ng attendance.
And then sa kuan po dili na mo kailangan og mo assign og person nga mo encode pa sa musulod nga or mo palating ana nga area. Amo na tap lang nimo. Tap nimo kay mo login or ni parking ka then tap na pag usog para ma-clear to nga area.
You mean, sir, is QR code, sir?
Mga anak po siya. Adi siya.
Yung ana style pero RFID.
Yung Pilipon.
RFID.
RFID
Frequency.
Di ana na lang ang every parking area na ay QR code number, QR code. Yan na may cellphone ang mga tanan, yan na lang i-cellphone nila. I-scan na natin QR code. And then fill up na sa form kay web-based man.
Hindi po Sir na
Dito.
Ana na lang wala may
Masayo
palit
na gyud ang QR code na gyud namang ninyo.
So ang kuan dito sa every parking area na ay QR code dito i-scan na sa cellphone. Pag scan sa cellphone, na form na gamiton, automatically nakanang kuda intended for number of ng parking area number. So i-fill up na lang ni ngalan nimo, imong kurso or something o pwede naman na o true to all naman na kay pwede nimo butangan animo sa gawa sa Norso na pwede ray makita sa gawa sa Norso yung kakatupong sa employee. na i-fill up. Yung pagawas nila, ilan na pong scan o balik parang
Ano po nila?
Sige, go.
makuan, di nila
Sir.
ipagawas.
Sir.
Oo. Man.
Nila ba mo?
Pwede among ipakita ang system kung unsa jud siya kuan kay magkuan mong good murag galibog jud may inig kuan ba explain.
Dili man gud kay
Para makita dito ang flow, sir ba?
kami nagbahig kami sa inyo whatever your the kind of system that you're going to present. Mana mo ang ginalantaw karon kay we are not basing so what system na inyuhan na nagama.
Bitaw, diri pa naman daan, masulbad na nato ang problema. Mintas naapata sa pinakaubos, nasulbad na nato ang problema. Kay what if then proceed na taog system and then ang sa ubos wa pa nato masulbad, alahig na tanan. So mintas naapata sa ubos, ato sang sulbaron. Ha? Gets na nato, guys.
We are not sakto na sige. We are not usay nagama na system mo na inyong sundon because
Para pud unta ba makabalo mi sir kung asa ate amo ang dapat usbon.
Dili paminaw sa good mo kay mo maminaw. Na isulti. We have suggestion. Sir.
Mga sales lady, mga kobe kayo.
Okay, naminaw. Paminaw sa
Sorry sir, kuyawan na ba yung daman sir?
Okay.
Daratol na mi.
Kami po, di kulbangan na po me, kay basin niya dili nakagraduate.
Okay, let me talk first girls and then atong imagine with the system, no. Ang yung system is ready. There is a QR code. Kanang QR code, it is just a graphical information of a particular data. Ang data to ibutang diya sa QR code is only the URL that access your system. Mara na so pag-scan mo sa imong cellphone, it is a URL intended for a form. A form that the user na mo park will enter a information para makapark siya. Once submit niya ang form, automatically that parking number or parking area will may mo siyang occupied. So there is a system po sa Pikas na view. Makita ninyo na ang usa ka particular parking area is occupied. So katong padulong pa sa Norso, pabulo na siya occupied ng nambira. Nakuha ninyo kay na may mga instances na siyempre sige ka park si Janti ka or staff ka sige pabulo kag asa dapit yung favorite spot because di dapit ang favorite spot na hamog. Diba? Inana something na scenario. So makabulong sila og ana napita hurot na fill out na or na occupied na, so makabulong pa sila og laing area which is ganahan sila. Mura ta, so wala na tay it's all na wala tay tao because ganina na magtao na mo check. Hindi man pwede na natay system there is something people na mo check pag yun. So munang we find a solution na we don't have now that the person to verify if na check na nimo ang imuhang ang parking area. So munang atong gibutangan og every parking area a particular QR code na kanang QR code that contains the number of parking number. So pag scan automatic fill up na lang ang button, fill up occupied. Kung gawas ka imo na putong di na ka mo fill up, imo na lamang i-click dito na kaya na maka-record. Pwede na may butang ito na kuha na ka ning kasi may term na to ana kanang so may tawag na term na to ay mo i-click unoccupied ba or unsa ba para ma-release na
free.
Free or something
it means marag imo nang gi-release ang parking ba.
Immorality.
Available
So,
na.
ginana.
Automatic, pag click ni mo free, available siya.
Available na po siya. So, gawas na po ka. So, inana lang. Kasimple lang yung system.
Okay, sir. Ang paningkamutan, sir, nga makaya na mo na, sir.
Bitaw, kailangan wala pa 20 city, okay na?
Sir, regarding sa kuan, di ba naman schedule of releasing toga, pakuha na sila daan.
Okay.
Bili.
Nakaulaway, sir. Di man.
Bili, karong alas 6, parang we have a meeting with Ma'am Knights and Sir JT about the kaning si tawag ani ning confirmation so tawag ana ning si tawag ana na ilang mag-confirm kasi mo graduate sa IT. So ugma man Miyerkules man sila mo practice, first and last practice. So ugma mabalaan ninyo kung makagraduate mo pili. I-post nila dito.
Wala ka, sir. Aloy ka na, sir. Pero yun na lang naman tamang picture ka, sir. Anigulang na picture, sir.
Pictorial daw na ini, sir.
Sige na kay. Pictorial na naman po na refundan mo po na. Kung hindi mo ka-graduate.
Wala, sir.
Napakuyog pa ba may kuyog, sir?
Okay. Sige lang muna to ang buhaton and then we will going to change your mga diagrams para ma-align. So that the key term, so yun na lang also ninyo related literature, you no longer talk about smart parking system. You're now talking about web parking management siguro. Pwede mo naman yung parking management na system. Okay, it manage the parking areas naman. It's a parking management system. So muna may mong title ninyo po, hindi na mga smart parking system. Web-based parking management system. Para ginana nindot na title. So muna yung bulungon na related literature and
Mura
related
lang po ni siya og mura og home, mura na siya og hotel room reservation niya nga style survey no.
pero
pero at least ba kanang murag mulagin mo gawas ana pod bang style la.
Inana. So muna itong mag-ila ha. So okay ra ba ninyo sir na may title no? Web-based parking management system. Nag-manage mo sa parking areas.
Okay.
Interact kanina.
Kaya mo kang parking system, mura mo siya automated siya. Wala din work management system na title. So ang inyong related literature man yung unahan yung bulong. Related literature kabayang sa parking management system. Web-based parking management system. Mausob gina siya. Kaya ang concept na to nausob man.
Theoretical framework of code.
Google it lang. Okay. Okay. Sige na pa si Ma'am Maria o Ma'am Disian na nagit sila katingog.
Wala na jud sir kay murag dako murag na pagka major ba ilang i-edit sa ilang script kay na may changes.
Wala na jud.
Okay, ako magud ang title. Bilang RRL, also bilang RRL, theoretical framework, also.
No guys, lang ko lang ng Olosbon.
Ayun.
Yes.
So, ilang mga naong di na madrawing. Luya na kayo, naadi manok maihaw ani ron.
Just ang inyo.
Actually, sir, this is just an appreciation, comment. Based on the presentation, tsada may lang presentation, may naana ba, pero the problem is, with the other group compared to the other group, ato po silang, palamihan sa nato sila, sir, kaya na-stress sila. Kada ilang
Sir, ayaw ng atik.
Ayaw ng force compliment.
Sir,
Ningit-ngit na diri sa Pamplona, sir. Ningit
Mauli pa tao na sir og
We would
mabinay.
like to hear a fake compliment, sir.
we are going to ask the panel, some of the panel kami, if you are going to ask other panels, I guess they will also agree with my statement that based on the other presenter, this group is well prepared, pero there are kanabang as usual na tayo mga problems na ma-encounter, but overall kanang I can really appreciate how you done your work, kanang the way you presented it, o kuan pa to kanang skills lane pa ka or naninda pa ka man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But there are corrections.
Nadyo gamay sakto diri.
Do you agree with that, mga sirs? ma'am?
Yes, sir. Mo agree ko na
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, Badoy.
Presentation. Base niya magkita, tinan mo managad ha?
Si Boss, sir,
Okay.
ikaw di na magat na namo, sir. Project na ilhan mi ba?
Okay. So, sir, thank you. So, I will end up na this meeting and saying that congratulations to the presenter.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, sir, ako nang gihatag, ma'am, and the form for rating, ako nang gibutang sa in-call messages. Before we take part, we have a photo op for those faces na nagkuan.
No, ay makita na ko ba no? Nahuot.
Please stop presenting your work and then you turn on your camera for our photo op. Again, congratulations. Dali ra ko sir, kay na po yung meeting si Ma'am Nights.
Nasa date.
No. Nanay meeting si Sir JT nihatag na Google Meet. Magkuan itawag ani mag-deliberate ang term. Deliberate for students na makagraduate. Mga ko slag tuga mo patak delikad.
Sir, patry na lang may cancer.
Tomorrow is the the list of the graduating the official list of the graduating students will be posted tomorrow. Okay. Sige. Smile ko na mo. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Graduate siya eh.
Abot, depende ni mo. Ratings ako.
Sir, ma'am. Sir, para mag-decide ka, sir.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone, good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.